It's the Korean contingency.
Hello.
Here. Hey.
Okay, guys.
Woo.
Unfortunately, we will not be a full house. Probably we will not have Katie tonight because she is on vacation with her family.
How dare she?
Almost a full contingent, and we do have
It's been a lifetime.
I know.
It's been a while.
I know. You know what? I was thinking to myself, because when I was talking about who's going to be in the live in our admin channel, I was like, oh my, I have to get used to you being back. You've been gone for so long.
I was like, that's why I was like, Steph, are you going to be? Christina was like, oh.
Oh, God. Yes.
Meanwhile, I feel I've seen you yesterday. I know. I'm just like dragging myself here. I'm still not.
I was like,
I know.
Will still be hitting. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like literally like going to bed at like 8:00 p.m., which I should be in bed right now. No. And then waking up at 1 and then I'm up.
Oh my gosh.
So I still haven't made that switch and I'm about to lose my mind, but this will keep me awake. This will wake me up. This is good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Talking about Jimin.
Well,
thank you.
We're so happy you're here. Thank you for adjusting. Because Katie is not here, she's usually the one that hosts our lives on Sundays. And I have done it as well. But meanwhile, I'm hosting this live. But my internet is not super reliable as far as my computer goes. Phone's fine. But we decided we didn't want to chance it because I'm the only other person that can host. We decided we didn't want to chance it and like my internet go out in the middle of our live and then suddenly we just appear and everyone's like, what the fuck is happening? So we were like, let's just do it on TikTok on this Sunday. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Just like old times.
Like old times.
And just for shits and giggles, we still decided to let you host it because
still decided to let me host it.
Because if the internet goes out, I mean, we're still going to be like, whoa,
here's the thing. Here's the thing is that like both Christina and Patricia are having storms in their areas right now. And Doc's internet is shitty all the time. And Stephanie's is not better.
It's a crapshoot. You never know.
You know what? You know what we should do? You know what we should do with our shitty internets is start an internet-based project. We should definitely do that.
Totally should.
Let's do it.
Normally, we could be like Hive and start our own like internet company. I mean, why not?
Feels good. It feels right.
Normally, but I think my router is on its way out, and I haven't investigated that to its fullest yet. But I think my router is going to tell me that it's done. It's done its duty. It's ready to be put out to pasture.
Put on this agenda to do build brand new internet.
Hey, Connie. Build brand new internet. Yeah. Hey, so how was the internet screaming fast in Korea? Was it awesome?
It was great.
Oh, I bet.
I just carried like around this, they call it an egg, but it's just like this little thing and it gives you internet anywhere. But they're also amazing because they had public Wi-Fi everywhere. Like all the cities had it, so you could just like log on to whatever, and
that must be nice.
Us had it. We had it. We never went without internet. Did we, Patricia? I don't think we ever went without.
I had an egg too, and it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Not even when you were like in the soup house?
Like, we had it.
We had internet.
Then that's great.
Riven said that they should just hire us to run the country.
No, for real.
I don't think that's happening.
It might still be a shit show, but at least it'd be a hell of a lot more fun.
But it would be a lot more fun. It would be a lot more entertaining.
Right.
It's a shit show, but it's an honest one.
Right.
We'll play BTS in every place.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be a shit show in a completely different way. Everyone would feel very seen and heard.
A refreshing shit show.
Yes.
People would wonder, how are they making things happen? We don't know.
We don't know.
Don't
look behind the curtain. Don't look. Just
look at BTS.
Just go with it.
Well, I don't mean to I don't mean to steal Steph's thunder, but if you haven't seen her vlogs yet, you should go start at the beginning. Her Korea trip vlogs. Start at the beginning and go through all of them because they're fantastic. They're so well edited. You're talking over them was just so natural, and
Did a
just
great
all
job.
captured all your feelings, and it was, yeah, they were so good.
I knew that if I didn't do it in the moment, I wouldn't. Like, I needed to be able to carry it with me, and I didn't have any other way to do it. And I brought little journals, like big thoughts of journaling. And I was like, fuck that. I'm just going to film it because I talk better.
I think, and I think you did a great job of, because you want to be there in the moment. You want to be experiencing it while you're there, but also you want to be kind of like sharing it and capturing it for those of us that couldn't be there. And so I know it's a balance, to find that. And I think you did fantastic. It was so much fun to watch. And
I'm writing. I'm writing like very small little blogs to go with each one that I can put on the project and
Nice.
on the website. But when I get more brain capacity, I will finish.
Yes, and I giggled stupidly every time I saw you and Patricia and everybody else just like in the places that you were. I just spontaneously start just like giggling because I was like, they're there, they're there.
It feels so unreal.
It really
Yeah.
I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, I was there. I was actually there. And I met these people and I saw these folks,
Patricia was showing us some of her pictures last night and they were really awesome.
Yeah.
I
think the most special thing about it, at least for the second tour, like the first tour I was with complete strangers and they were fabulous and I loved them. But I think one of the most special things about the second tour, the BTS tour, was I was with people that I know and I love. And to watch people that you know and love experience things like that makes you experiencing it even that much better. And so, because I knew how much it meant to each of them, right? Like we've been in each other's world enough. Like almost everybody on the trip has been to Chicago together, in Kansas City together, or someplace, or we've hung out in Discord or whatever. And you're kind of in similar mind in a lot of ways. And so to see, Suzanne cry when we were at Deshwata, the set for Deshwata and all of that, you understood better what everybody felt. And it just made it more powerful, I thought.
That's so awesome. People were asking in the comments just now, where can they watch all your vlogs?
They're just like I put the exact same vlogs on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like any place you want to watch them, you can watch them.
They're
and then
also collaborated
they collab with the project.
So either or, except on TikTok, because TikTok doesn't have that. The clock app here doesn't have that function yet, but on Instagram and YouTube, all of Steph's vlogs are collaborated with the project.
Yep. And a lot of them are also collab with Nuna's Nucci's tours. So if you follow, and she has go watch all of hers too. But the thing that I was really pissed about is, so my favorite video was Deshwata Day, and TikTok and YouTube both banned part of it because we did like a play on the head thing. Remember Patricia did the thing, and it was too long, and so they wouldn't let it. So the only full version of the vlog for Deshwata Day is on Instagram.
Oh, wow!
I was too tired.
How dare they? How dare they?
My neck was hurting after. My neck was hurting after going really hard.
You pulled a Taeyong.
You were feeling Tay on that one?
Yeah.
You're like,
That's
man,
awesome.
I can see why he was bitching.
I mean,
after that.
the thing is that when we decided that we were all going to go like this, before that, I actually did myself alone. I kneeled on the ground and I went like this. And there's only a video of me going like this, kneeling on the ground.
I have proof. I'll put it up.
So
Nice. It's so exciting. While you were doing that and you're writing up these blogs, we were back here, holding down the home front like
I appreciate it.
Good little women. We were back here working on rehabbing the blog, which we are still doing. So like we got together, we had some meetings, we were doing some editing, we put together a team of volunteers to work on blog rehab. To get it back up and going. So just in time for you guys to get back and we get your trip put in there. We'll start getting new blogs up. It's like our chapter 2 is finally starting.
That's so cool.
Feels right, man.
That's so cool.
Excited. And with that in mind, hi everybody. We are Army Project 529. Welcome to our Sunday Surprise Live. Surprise, we're on TikTok today.
Surprise, surprise.
Yes, we are very excited to have Steph and Patricia back with us after their month-long jaunt to Southeast Asia. They will be sharing stories and pictures coming. They just got back within this past week, so we're letting them get their bearings back before we throw them on the data to be like,
Our life is awesome. It's awful.
Tonight is when we will get to her, but she's brimming with excitement. I can already tell. Tonight is Doc's surprise. So
I
we
haven't done a surprise night yet. I'm very excited.
I know this was actually Stephanie's
We're
idea.
gonna have to get you on the agenda.
We had a meeting, one of our admin meetings, a couple of months ago before Steph and Patricia went on their trip. We were talking about ways to switch things up and, try new things, which we love to do. And we were like, we've been doing the same things on our lives for a while. Maybe it's time to switch it up and try some new things. And Steph was like, well, what if, and she suggested this whole Sunday surprise idea where it's like, we put a schedule and a particular admin takes a Sunday and prepares the live and the others don't know what's going on. We might have a small inkling. They might be like, okay, answer these questions, or this is a vague idea of what's going on if we need to prepare anything. But for the most part, we don't know what it is. So,
which, to be honest, and you guys will know this very well, this is how I am every Sunday anyway. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm like, I look at the agenda like 2 minutes before.
I think, Stephanie, you're going to be really good at tonight's topic.
I think so. I think I can wing it well.
Yeah. So that's the whole idea. And it was Stephanie's idea. And she came up with this idea. And we're like, that's great. And she was like, cool, I'll be back in like a month.
And it started. Work out all the kinks.
It started without me. And it was like a week later that Patricia's like, bye, bitches, I'm out too. I'll see you guys in a month too. We'll fuck off to Japan and then do the tour in Korea.
Okay, and Christina was like, I'll take care of Wednesdays for a little while. And so Doc and Katie and I were like, it's me again? Oh, it's me again. Okay. So
we're just gonna keep cycling this.
it's fine. That's what we're having tonight. I'm actually looking at Doc's agenda, and it looks like a redacted news article.
It does. It does. It's a government document.
It's a bit of a guessing game today.
It's like we stumbled on Watergate papers.
Yep.
What's going on?
I had to run myself a Google search on how do I spoiler tag inside of Google Docs. And
nice.
It's not a true spoiler tag, but I fucking figured it out. It's kind of cool.
That's going to be exciting. Cool. But if you're new to us, again, we are Army Project 529. If you want to learn more about us, because we spent a lot of time doing our intros, and by now we've heard them so many times, and most of you have heard them so many times. If you want to learn more about us and our project, which is pretty extensive, we've been doing it for almost 2 years now, you can check out our website, ap529.com/links, and that will get you pretty much to everywhere you need to go to learn about us. Our blog that I mentioned earlier is housed on our website. It's a huge chronological journey through BTS's entire discography. Yes, BTS. We do talk about BTS, by the way. That's what this is. But
believe it or not,
chronological journey through their discography, including the solo era, up to present times, basically. And we are continuing above and beyond. We're in our chapter 2 now because they're all back from the military. So, and you can find
quiet as shit. They're quiet as shit.
I mean, I don't know if I would say quiet. They're real
Not say quiet.
They're all
They're more quiet than I thought they would be.
But
I think you're thinking about one particular one that is very quiet.
Possibly.
One particular one.
Christina and I are feeling the pain right now.
Oh, me too.
I mean,
Me too.
He's on all of our bias lines, so
I know, but like I knew what I signed up for.
So you can learn more about us there, and make sure you're following us on all socials. We're Army Project 529 across the board. But and then so tonight is our Sunday surprise. It's typically on YouTube, but again, we are on TikTok because we're missing our Mothman. Katie is on vacation with her family, so we decided to switch things up a little bit tonight. But it is still Sunday Surprise, and so I'm gonna turn it over to Doc down there because it's her night, and let's get this party started.
It is. Yeah, it is. For those of you who were present on our last Wednesday Night Live, our midweek tea, at the very fucking end of it, it's when I discovered that I was in charge of tonight's live.
This is exactly what happened to me.
I was like, oh, I forgot to look at who's in charge on Sunday, and they were like, it's fucking you, and I was like, is it? Is it really? And it took me all of like 3.5 seconds to decide that since tonight is Jim and She's fucking birthday, we are gonna go on a bit of a Jim and She dive, and so, you know, when I was thinking about how do I properly encompass Jimin as an artist in his career, it again took me all of about 4.5 seconds to be like, you know what I should do is I should summarize the blog we wrote. Jimin, because I don't know if you know this, but we have a blog. It's dedicated to BTS and their history in chronological order, and we dedicated 4 weeks to each member in their different months. And so, in the month of Jamarch of 2025. We went through Jimin's history. And so week 61 is where that began in our blog's chronological history. And it was titled, I Will Give You My Everything. And so we went through, oh, that's just fucking rude.
I'm going through.
Rude now.
I'm just going
You're
through.
just being fucking rude. Christina, how dare.
And boom.
Audacity.
There we are.
There he is.
Look at him. All right. So, those of you who do know, all of us know, Jimin's birthday, October 13th of 1995. The earth was blessed with this beautiful bastard.
Woo-hoo.
Look at him. He is so stunning. He's stunning. He was born in Busan, and we get that Busan dialect on a regular basis, and it is joyful and wonderful when that sneaks out. So one of the things that's kind of fun is we went all the way back to his middle school era, where he learned how to train in popping and locking. And does anybody remember the school he trained at in middle school for popping and locking?
Pop till you drop.
It has like a quippy name.
Mm-hmm. You could think of one of J-Hope's songs. It's called Just Dance Academy.
Just Dance.
Hey.
Are you cheating by looking at the blog right now?
No, I'm looking at the picture.
J-Hope.
No.
Think of J-Hope.
Yeah, think of J-Hope. So his original middle school academy was the Just Dance Academy. And then he went on for formal dance training and studied contemporary dance. Do you remember the name of where he studied contemporary dance?
Yes, that was the Busan High School of the Arts.
No.
I feel like I should not.
Right.
I wrote the blog. I have an unfair advantage.
Yeah, but nobody
I don't
else
retain
is
this kind of
so there you
information.
go.
I'm just here
So
to.
the Busan High School of Arts, and to nobody's fucking surprise, he was the top student in his department.
Of course he
because
was.
why
Look
wouldn't
at
he
him.
be? Why wouldn't he be? So he was recognized. Somebody at his school recognized his talent and encouraged him to audition for Big Hit. And does anybody remember who that was?
Wait, repeat that. What?
The person who inspired or pushed Jimin to audition for Big Hit.
Oh, to audition.
He's dance teacher.
Ah, it was his teacher. Nice. Right. So he successfully auditioned in 2012. And so what I thought was a really interesting fact is that dance teacher was later interviewed, and he said in that interview that he had told Jimin that he needed to make a decision he had been vacillating between wanting to be an idol and wanting to be a contemporary dance artist. And that teacher was like, okay, why don't you do this? Go audition for Big Hit, go audition for this company. And if you make it, then dedicate all your focus to becoming an idol. And if you don't, make that your litmus test and dedicate all your attention to contemporary dance at that point. And so that's what Jimin did. He went and auditioned, and it was kind of his like litmus test on which direction his life was going to take. And lucky for all of us, Big Hit said yes.
Look at him go.
It was his
Sign this
hip-hop
kid.
dance teacher, by the way. It was
Look at
his
him.
hip-hop dance teacher that told him to audition, not the contemporary one. But she did support him.
Yeah, but it was at that Busan High School.
This kid's got skills. Look at
I
him.
was gonna say, at least he had choices.
Yeah.
He's got skills.
Yeah.
Most
All
of
right.
the time,
Jimin.
contemporary dancer, and you'd be like, wow. But then it was like, you know what else I think I might want to do? I'm just going to start popping and locking, and I think I'm going to do some dance battles while I'm at it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Jimin showed up at Big Hit, and they thought, you know what? We have a shortage of dorms, and we have this bed open in this dormitory where the BTS members were training. And he thought, let's shove him in that extra bed. Let's just shove him in that extra bed till we find an open space for him. He wasn't supposed to be part of BTS originally. He just was in an open bed. And this little shit was like, you know what? I'm going to follow this group around. And he just started following them. He followed them to all of their training classes, their vocal
Because
classes,
they weren't
whatever,
gonna let him in.
all their group training classes. He just started following the members to it and learning what they were learning. And eventually the members and the lady kind of in charge of developing the idols were like, no, this kid should totally be added to this group.
He's got something.
But he had the shortest training period of all BTS members, because once again, that wasn't the original goal when they stuck him into the BTS dorm. Does anybody remember how long his training period was?
I was going to say 3 months. 6 months? 6 months. Wow.
6 months, 6 months. And he, much to nobody's surprise with that story, he was the last member who was added to BTS. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
The one,
All
the
right,
last
so
one, they were like, this is the last puzzle piece.
Yeah.
what we
They were
needed.
like, this is it. This is what we needed.
Baby J is
All
what
right,
we
so then we did in fact need.
Needed this man right here.
We
this
needed him. Look at him.
this delivering letters man right here.
Yeah.
That's who we needed.
Aw, he's so precious. All right, so week 62 picked up in 2018. It was called I Want to Be Your Light. And this is where we really start seeing solo things. So the Jimin's solo song was released as a gift for fans. Do you guys remember the name of that song? This one's a giveaway.
The letter, was it the letter? No,
Nope.
I don't know.
That is a solo. That is a song. Of
It
his.
is a solo, so that is one of his solos.
But this one
I'm
was.
not gonna say
Anybody
it, but I know
remember?
it.
As a hint, as a special gift, J-Hope turned this into a little single album, physical album for him.
Yeah, they're singing.
Pauline got it in the chat. Pauline got
Promise.
it. It's Promise.
Promise. This
Promise.
isn't Promise that he's dancing right here, but still good.
No,
This
Christina,
the
could you
song
warn people
ends.
before you do that? Could you?
Those
You can't just
audacity
spring,
is
you can't just
really-
spring lie on
Really fucking
people.
extreme.
I know.
Lie is too much.
ridiculous.
Stop.
I know.
Stop.
I know. It's a lot.
Right. So the promise is an intimate conversation he had with himself. It explores themes of self-inflicted pain and making a promise to take better care of himself. One of the key themes in the song is self-love, where the lyrics encouraged himself and his fans to be their own light and not feel alone. And I thought it was really cool. Quince had included the lyrics, I want you to be your light, baby. You should be your light so that you are not hurt anymore, so that you can smile.
Oh.
I mean, really, realistically,
Christina,
like his...
why?
It's
Listen,
that
this is just our blog. I don't know who's. I'm just
unnecessary
saying.
roughness on the play is what this
This
is.
is just our blog.
Christina just wants to put us in pain. It's a celebratory occasion.
Look
Now,
at him.
other things that happened during this week's blog as we got a little bit further on. After the cancellation of the Mods tour, the presentation of One, the online concert that they did, gave us which iconic performance? Which one? It was a big deal. There's actually two that happened in that concert, but it's a solo song performance of Jimin's.
Everybody, Jimin's and that
Which
one.
concert are you talking about?
We're talking about the one concert. We got a very iconic. We got a very
Filter.
iconic
The
filter.
crotch.
Yeah,
Cover.
filter. Yeah, in
Friends.
both the red wine suit and the purple suit, both of which were deadly and devastating in their own ways. And so he sauntered around the stage, dressing up in and taking off different costumes while singing about how he could be anything we want him to be, and all we have to do is pick the right filter.
Mr. Cummerbund.
Look at him.
Indeed.
That's
Deadly.
right
That-
here. Right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like, my
knows what he's
eyes are
doing
up
to
here.
us.
I mean, look
Uh-huh.
up here.
Well, that's the move I make right there. That
Okay,
was
first
the
of all,
thumbnail
that's
on
the
that video.
thumbnail. YouTube.
That is the thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's what you
Listen,
did.
Somebody
As it
over at
should be.
YouTube, somebody over at YouTube just was they were the real MVP, really.
Yep. That's
Because
Anyhow.
like, look at it.
anywho.
Yeah, so that happened. That concert also gave us another solo dance performance. Do you guys remember which one it was?
No idea.
It was part of an OT7 song.
Oh no.
It's fun.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Does anybody remember? Oh, there's the hint. There's the hint. This is it. Do you remember what song that's in?
Yeah, Black Swan maybe.
Black Swan. Good job. You did it.
Woohoo.
Look at him. It's so fucking rude. That dance performance was ethereal and dangerous all at once. You're welcome. Look at him. Just feast thine eyes. This is also in the blog.
Yeah, this is all the blog, everybody. I'm shilling for the blog right now.
Yeah. So when we see Jimin from his early days in BTS, so this is an excerpt from the blog. So when I see Jimin from his early days in BTS, I always smile, but also find myself wanting to take care of him. There was an overwhelming eagerness in his eyes back then that seemed to always say, "Please love me." As the years passed and Jimin grew more comfortably into his own skin, the look in his eyes seemed to change as well. Instead of "please love me," it became "let me love you." And suddenly, Jimin was the one looking after us.
I wrote that.
You did.
I forgot I wrote
But
that.
also, yeah. And he is the one who looks after us now. He's always the one who's like, take care of yourself and don't get
Sometimes
sick.
I do okay, guys.
Yeah. It was precious. It was precious.
It's
Before
true,
we
though.
move on
It's
to the
true.
next week in the Jim and She history, it's time for our interlude. Speaking of, he's got a song called Interlude.
Yes, he does.
Mm.
It is time
Who
for
wants to talk about the interlude?
You know what? I
go for
should
it.
do this. Yeah, I should do this. So, ways that you can support us if you like what we do. I'm going to channel how Katie says it. I'm going to try.
Christina's a screen now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am a screen. But the reason I'm showing you this is because if you would like to support us and our activities, there's definitely ways that you can do it.
And our yapping that we do.
On our website. And one of them is we have a Patreon. We have a merch shop that we work really, really hard on for original designs. And we definitely appreciate everybody's support with that, which has been really, really awesome. Katie and I have even been doing some custom designs for people, which has been a lot of fun working with y'all directly. So come check it out. Info and links at www.ap529.com/links. And you
We
can
have holiday
find,
stuff happening. We have holiday stuff happening.
Yep. All the different ways to support. So
There'll
we
be more
appreciate you.
on the holiday stuff coming real soon.
Yes.
And yes, thank you very much to our Patreon subscribers. We are in the beginnings of doing a lot more for our Patreon. We're going to be adding exclusive content to the Patreon. Everything that we already do that was free from the beginning will continue to be free. That's important to us. But we wanted to do some more extra stuff for the people who have been supporting us to help keep the lights on and keep this thing going. So we are doing that, and we're going to be continuing to do even more of that in the future. And if you're interested with it, there's even an exclusive channel in our Discord server for our highest tier of Patreons. There's 3 different tiers. You can find that link to join our Patreon at ap529.com/links.
Oh, and thank you to everybody saying that the goodies are warm, soft, t-shirts are super comfy. Thank you. We spend a lot of time on those, and we really appreciate it.
Wearing hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine.
So thank you all for supporting us in any way that you do. We love you all.
Yes.
We do.
Interlude over.
Definitely.
All right, now back to Jim and She.
Back to
Week
Jimin.
Week 63. I won't hide anymore, even if it hurts. We picked up in 2023, and we all fucking know what happened in 2023. Now we do. Yeah, we do. It was devastating. So first, we got a big collaboration. He had a gigantic collaboration with somebody very important to him. Does anybody remember who and what song?
I know, but I'm not going to tell. I'm going to wait people.
No. I want to see if other people know.
I know face, but I don't know name.
I know you can describe the song.
Should I give a picture hint? Oh, nope, somebody already got it.
I got it already.
Yep. It's Vibe with Tae Yang from Big Bang.
All I can think about is the body roll.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this collab was actually a really, really big deal for Jimin because it was a very significant moment because he mentioned watching Tae Yang perform when he was younger was a source of inspiration for him. He had also filmed dance covers of doing some of Tae Yang's songs. And so, like, this was such a
He was always singing
poignant moment
Big
for
Bang
him.
and Tae Yang backstage. There's lots of footage of Jimin singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even when Tae Yang visited Shiwata, Yoongi was definitely letting Tae Yang know how much Jimin idolized him. So
Yep.
All right. And then shortly after this collab,
That's a great song too. Sorry.
on March, it's a very catchy song, man.
Great song.
Yeah, the music video is great. The song is amazing. It is such a good song. All right, so then on March 24th of 2023, we got Jimin's solo career debut. And who could tell me the name of the album? This one's an easy one.
I mean, I can. But I mean, everybody. This is easy. Come on, everybody.
It's an easy peasy.
Face.
That's right. Face. So Face was released. Do we remember what the pre-release track for that was?
Boy,
It was
do
very,
we.
very dangerous. Boy, do we. Who remembers where they were when that pre-release countdown? That was the last countdown BTS did. That was like a long like countdown to a live release. Yeah, it was for Set Me Free Part 2. Good job. But I don't recall seeing, there haven't been like long countdowns since Set Me Free Part 2.
Not a long one. Hobie did a short
There's
one.
been short ones. There's been short ones like 10-second countdowns.
Seconds, yeah.
They've done that a few times, but for Jimin, it was like a long countdown that took place, and we were watching that thing count down for many, many minutes. And then this masterpiece was released. So this was the pre-release track for the album.
I just rewatched that the other day.
Oh my gosh, yes. And what's interesting is he did mention that the title Face, the name Face, has dual meaning, to be used both as a noun representing his identity and the verb representing the act of confronting his emotions. So it was very personal work. He was talking about his feelings and experiences, particularly during the pandemic. And so, like, the real question is what did this album mean to you individually when it came out? Because we were all active BTS fans at the time this album dropped. So, what did it mean to you guys?
Yes, but I think a lot of us still did not have, we were still like solo in our army journeys at this time. Like none of us knew each other and we didn't really have army friends in real life, or if we did, not a lot. And so this came out and imagine all of us just screaming to ourselves into
Right? Right?
Yeah, I had a single army friend at the time this dropped, and we were on speakerphone during it.
It is actually
and
very-
lost our fucking shit.
Yeah.
Actual fucking shit was lost.
Because I mean, I'd only been army for like a year or so, like at this time. And I was like, Jimin? 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 Who is that? That's not Jimin.
I don't know. I don't know if for anyone is the same thing, but for me, it was completely unexpected. I didn't expect anything like that. So, like the sound, everything kind of took me by surprise.
Oh God. Completely.
But it's also an album
yes.
that makes me extremely uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. It's meant to.
Because it's so emotionally raw
Yes.
in a way that I just don't process it well. I mean, like, Yoongi is emotionally raw, but I kind of tune in with that rawness more.
He has a very
But
blunt
this
way.
one made me uncomfortable, and I don't know why.
Yoongi has a very blunt way of confronting things that makes it easier to digest. Even when he's saying like really hard things, I think that the blunt way that he does it makes it very approachable. Jimin's is speaking through it's speaking through coping mechanisms. And it's examining the lie behind the coping mechanism. And so when you look at, she hasn't discussed it yet. I don't know if you were going to bring up like Crazy, but when you look at Crazy on the surface, that song is so fun. And you look at him partying and having a good time, and he's in a club and he's singing about getting lost in the lights and having a great time. And if you don't look any deeper than that, and it's fine if you don't, if you just want to enjoy the song on the surface, that's great. But if you look underneath of that, you can see and hear the desperation behind it.
I think the other thing that was interesting about it is you expect an album like that from Yoongi, like, right? Like you expect the anger and all the going through the thought processes and all that, the verbal processing. So I think for Jimin, who was always just so, for him to come out with this kind of album, to me, it was more jarring because it wasn't who we had not seen this of him before. I mean, at least I had not experienced him kind of in that darker place.
Katie, yes. Go ahead, Steph.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm done.
And
No,
for
no,
me,
I
it's
agree
also
with
probably because Jimin,
Yeah.
for me, is like more delicate. Like Yoongi is rougher. He's like tougher, and like Jimin has always been more like a delicate flower. So seeing him like dealing with all those feelings in that way, and in a way that some of the songs really don't show a resolution. Well, Set Me Free is probably the resolution of it.
It is.
But like a lot of those songs is like, I'm in this labyrinth of feeling and I'm keeping it to myself. And it's the worst. So for me, it was like very painful.
Yeah, it's
in a way.
confronting that part of yourself that you really don't want to look at.
And I kind of avoided it for many, many, many months. I just listened to it a couple of times and I was like, I can't listen to this without hurting. So I just don't want to.
Yeah. I really respect it, especially as a debut solo album, like out the gate, swinging. And he struggled, and I so respect him This Face is an insane album. It's incredible. I mean, it's so short, criminally short, but it's incredible. Just the depth of emotion and the journey that he takes you on in such a short amount of time. But it really, it progresses, and it feels like there isn't a resolution until you get to the end and you get to Set Me Free. Part 2, and then of course he does have the hidden track after that. But Set Me Free Part 2, it really is that resolution of, okay, well, I did it. Here I am. I'm looking at myself, and now I'm giving myself permission to be free and to be okay and to move on. And it's beautiful. It's still so aggressive. It's like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Anyway, I my love letter. I could go on and on about that album. I clearly wrote my love letter to it. So
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a stunning portrayal of the journey to finding freedom through emotional honesty, even when that journey is painful and that process is painful. And you can feel that in the album. Like, it's those first few tracks are very painful. They're gut wrenching. They make you dig down deep and look at yourself in a way most people are unwilling to do. And then you find freedom in that Set Me Free Part 2 at the end.
but in a very
which is my favorite song on that
pleasing
album.
way. In a very musically pleasing way.
Yeah.
So you're like, you find yourself like grooving along with it, and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I think Interlude Dive is actually the most, and there's no words really. There's no words, but it's like the most difficult, because when you really listen to it, and I didn't at first because I was like, okay, this feels like a filler. This feels like a filler. It's just noise. It's just sounds. But then when you really listen to it, and when I watched Jimin talking about the album and the different sounds that were on that track, and it started to make more sense. And then that's when it becomes really uncomfortable, because you're just listening to somebody try to be with themselves. And it's like, and somebody like in the middle of a pandemic who has no idea what they're doing, and they're by themselves and they're lonely and they're trying to deal with it, and they're not, and it's not going great. So it's just a bunch of sounds of somebody trying to deal with themselves.
Yeah.
Katie, if you want to come up, let me know.
I'm just stuck in this side profile right now.
Oh, that's rude. That's rude shit, man. All right. So, despite its like, well, probably because of its insane approach and just raw approach to the journey to finding freedom, FACE achieved significant success. It broke multiple records on Billboard music charts when it released. And that success often, like, to me, underscores the powerful connection that the honesty made with the global audience. People really connected to it. They just connected to it, and it was a hugely successful album. And part of that too was just the lyrical depth. So, we've talked about the lyrical depth. The blog talks about getting lost in the lights, and goes into depth on that lyricism, and it's an amazingly deep album. And the question becomes, what in the lyrics meant the most to you individually on that album?
I'm gonna let other people talk because I already.
You kind of answered this question already. So.
Yeah.
I am not prepared to answer that question. I'd have to go back and read through lyrics, and I just yeah.
I mean, it's worth something to do if you don't have an answer to that question. Is go back and read the lyrics to those songs, and find where they resonate with you the most. And conveniently enough, on our blog we have a lyrics document.
Look at this.
that
BTS lyrics
translates the lyrics from that song, that whole album, into English for you. So here comes another excerpt from the blog because I really fucking loved it.
Okay. Okay, go back.
So his catchphrase is that he is cutie, sexy, and lovely got an addition somewhere along the line, making him a cute, sexy, lovely, and sweet guy. And honestly, it's the complete truth. Jimin has shown Army time and time again over the years that he is unfailingly kind and considerate. He cares deeply for us and for his members and is very open with showing his affection. Letter is a message from Jimin to Army, one that he wrote upon coming out on the other side of dealing with all the emotions he had while creating FACE. It's a message of love and gratitude to his fans who comforted and held him and the rest of BTS up during the pandemic. It is the hidden track on the album. The
Yes, the one
lyrics
Stephanie
convey a
mentioned
wish for
earlier.
us. Yeah, the lyrics convey a wish for us to find our way out of the darkness to happier times as well, and that he's there to help us in the same way we helped him. It's raw, emotional, and for maximal destruction potential, he enlisted Jungkook to sing background vocals and harmonies on the track for him.
He did. I just love it. Like whenever like somebody needs something on a song, they're like, let me just see what Jungkook's doing.
Yeah.
We know it won't take him but 5 minutes to
Hey,
learn
are you
it
bored?
and
Are you
kill it.
bored? Are you bored right now? You come over here
He
for
just
like
shuffles
like
in
an
with a
hour.
bucket hat, wearing a huge
come over here
hoodie.
for like
and
an hour and
like,
record
"What do you
lay this
need?"
track for me. He's like, I just need you to lay
All
background
in black.
vocals.
Pierce just shuffles in like a specter looming behind the microphone and lays down angelic vocals in 5 minutes.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so Letter was the hidden track that was only on the physical album. And so freaking good. So freaking
There it
good.
is.
It's just a love letter to us. It actually got retitled by many people also call it Love Letter.
It's also called Dear Army.
Dear Army. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. So then, and then he fucked off to the military and left us all in devastations galore. They all, four of them just decided, the four of them just decided we're just going to go out together and destroy everybody's lives for the next 18 months. No, they had no choice.
That's why we're all here, because that's why we decided.
Right?
Yeah.
And now, as one of, so again, we weren't actually a project yet at this point. We were in initial kind of determining who was going to help with the project. We were just in the beginning stages of like dreaming about the project at the time that this happened.
From 0 to 100.
No, we were like, yeah, we were preparing the blog at this point in time. So
It's weird to think that we didn't even experience them leaving together.
We kind of
You kind of did though, because we were in the server.
It was
They left like December 19-ish, right?
December 10th and December 11th.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Or December 11th and 12th, one of the two. Anyway, but it was in like our first few weeks of knowing each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But we
and
were
then
like
a couple weeks
deep in the middle of like putting the blog together. So we were like,
yeah, I know we had we gathered in what is now the Bora Lounge, but I don't know what the fucking channel was called then. But
we were just in our little channels, like
and I know we watched it together. We all, a bunch of us watched it together, but like we weren't really a thing yet.
No.
And then just a couple of weeks after we watched him and Jungkook run and join the formation of their training classes together, his single "Closer Than This" dropped. And it was another love letter to Army, a see you later that was meant to remind us that no matter where he was physically, he was with us in our hearts. And all we have to do is call his name and he'll be there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm fine.
Look at him.
Fine. So what did love letter mean to you guys? It was fine, right? It was totally cool.
Yes, it's fine.
It's totally cool. Okay, and then now that everybody's crying, week 64, you're the light of my darkness, because we were all feeling pretty dark. We were
Yep.
feeling pretty dark. Bangtan was gone. They were all in the military. And we started getting surprise releases. So originally, we thought there was going to be very little content from the members during their military enlistment, which is why we started AP529, because we were like, we're going to be so bored. We're not going to have anything to bring us together, and it's going to be relative silence for the next 18 months. That's what it was supposed to be. But then several members released full solo projects. So you guys know the names of the members who released full solo projects during enlistment.
Oh, during enlistment.
Solo albums during enlistment. There's one that came out in the spring.
It would just be J-Hope came out with and then
So J-Hope
RM,
came out,
Jimin.
and then RM, and then Jimin. So those
Yeah.
were the albums that came out, and then there were series of singles that were released.
Tay had
So
like
the
Friends
first-
come out and
Yeah. So Jimin came out with Closer Than This, and then Tay came out, and then JK gave us the Festa song.
yeah.
Never let go.
That Katie loves. It's her favorite.
Go. Anyways, so we had been speculating that this might happen, and you can go back and you can find it, because every live we've ever done as a project has been uploaded to our YouTube, and you can see us as a bunch of fucking chuckle fucks out here speculating that Jim and She was going to give us a new album.
Hold on. I think Quince paused the live.
She did.
And everybody, it paused for everyone.
There
It's
we
all
go.
paused. Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay.
So sorry.
He paused the live and everything paused.
Yeah.
Everything paused.
No worries. We're back.
Say what you just
Okay,
said.
so we'll start again with week 64.
No worries. We're fine. Look, we're there.
Oh, some people it didn't pause for. Anyways, so week 64, You're the Light in My Darkness. We had talked about how J-Hope, RM, and Jimin released solo projects during the enlistment, and Jimin, V, and JK released singles that were all prepared in advance before they, fucked off to the military. And so what I was saying is we look like a bunch of chuckle fucks as we accurately were predicting the hints that Jimin was going to be giving us a new album because there were a few things that happened. There was a Bangtan bomb with Suga's concert. So Suga's final concert, there was a Bangtan bomb, and in that Bangtan bomb, Jimin said, "I finally finished my album." And we were all like, "What fucking album?"
like, what?
Because FACE released
What?
FACE
Rewind?
released
What?
long before. FACE had been out for months by the time this date had occurred where he would have been saying this. And we were like, "What do you mean finally finished my album? Sir, what does this mean?" And so some people called us insane and said we were reading into it too much. And we're like, "No, listen, Bangtan doesn't do anything that's not intentional on shit like that." And then the big piece de resistance that made us all lose our every loving fucking shit was after RPWP came out. There was a new special episode that came out, and it was Minnie and Moni Music, an album exchange video, where Jimin and RM sat down and they discussed the RPWP album. And as those of us who loved the English language were very, very quick to jump on is the word exchange.
Sorry. Laugh like that, but
One
that
album.
is funny.
Focus in on that word real fast.
Real fast. I believe that Lisa had a full-on crash out in one of our lives about that word, exchange.
I think I even made a video about it.
I think you did. There's like a TikTok video out there of her being like, exchange means reciprocity. It
Same,
is
same.
an exchange.
Same.
And so like if RM's exchanging with Jimin, what what might he be exchanging? And then on July 19th, 2024, we got Muse.
Found out.
Muse. We sure did. We sure did.
Yeah. That's where
That
this
was a
picture-
fun time. That was a fun time in our timeline because we were deep in the project at this point. And so, yeah, you can find all over the interwebs on the YouTubes our full-on conspiracy theory that we were getting a second album. And then we did. It was joyful. All right, so this was a totally different feel from FACE. It was very dark and introspective, and it focused on difficult emotions of the pandemic with FACE. And then with Muse, we got a very bright, colorful, happy.
Look at him.
Yeah. And so what did Muse mean to you when you heard that album?
Happy.
It like renewal.
Okay. It's like, okay, this is going to sound really wrong, but it's like my brain is thinking about this. It's like they put Jimin through the washing machine of like FACE, and he came out all clean for Muse. It's like
I like it.
because washing machines are messy, everything goes around, you know, it gets tumbled around. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I feel like with a sophomore album, right? You probably have two competing feelings. One is I've done this before, so you hope that it will be easier to put down your thoughts and do your lyrics and things like that. Like maybe it'll be a little bit easier this time because I've gone through this. But then the second feeling I would feel is the pressure of FACE being successful and people loving it. And so now what direction do you choose to go in when you're writing your songs and your lyrics and you're doing all the themes? Do you stick with kind of what people resonated with FACE, or do you keep going on your journey yourself and just hope that the people will come along with you? So those are the two things I kind of think of when I think of a sophomore album. And I think for him, I feel like he struck the perfect balance with this, because I enjoy the hell out of this album, and I love that it feels a little bit not, and I don't mean to say this as in like not as serious musicianship wise, but it felt lighter overall, and I liked that for him. I liked that it was FACE was a little bit darker, and then Muse felt a little bit lighter. I felt like it was a good way of moving through the story that he wanted to tell. And I still love the hell out of this album.
I think for me it helped because I get stuck wherever they are, like by the it's like pre-service, mid-service, then after service, and I think if I felt like they were in a dark place before service, that I worried more about them during service. Like RM, I worried about him during service because I felt like he was sort of in the hole a little bit, like a darker place before he left. And so when FACE came out, and that's what we were kind of left with him when he left, it was like, And so when Muse came out, we got to see that he was in a better place. He had kind of dealt with FACE's demons, so to speak, through FACE. And he had kind of come out the other side, and he found that happy place again. And it made me feel better about his time away, because then I wasn't like, oh my God, like he's, because he's one that I think it's funny. If you go back and you probably watch our lives, we were opposite. Like, we thought Jimin would have a harder time than JK. Like, remember we were like, oh, we were trying to figure out like who would do what and how they would do. And Jimin just seemed to blossom. And I think the album helped us kind of see that he was doing that prior to even entering, at least in my mind.
Yeah. I think that Jimin he's always determined to do the best that he can do no matter what. And I think he really wasn't. This is obviously just my speculation. I don't know Jimin. I don't know what's going on in his head for real. I don't think he was looking forward to the military very much. I don't know that it really takes a rocket scientist to been able to read that off of him, that he wasn't really looking forward to it that much. And when we first found out that he and JK were going into the military together, like you said, Stephanie, I think that everybody, their immediate reaction was like, oh, well, we're so glad that JK is going to be there for Jimin. But yeah, really, like Jungkook, after they got out, even before, he was like, Jimin was like my rock. He said, I mean, they leaned on each other. They very much said that they leaned on each other. But Jungkook said that, like Jimin was really there for him. And that we've seen it over the years anyway, that Jimin, he seems to have a sixth sense. He knows when one of them needs something, and he goes and he finds them. And, whatever it is, whether it's a hug, whether it's they need to laugh, if they need a cake, he will bring a cake. He just has that spirit, and it's indomitable. And it seems like, like earlier Patricia said that he seems like a delicate flower, but he has a backbone of steel. He is indomitable is a word that I think of with him, because even though he's not small, he seems small in comparison to other members of BTS, but he's not small. He's taller than all of us. But when I look at him, sometimes you just that phrase of like, though they be little, they be fierce, comes into my brain. He's not little, but it's that he has that fierce kind of spirit. So I agree, Stephanie. Like,
he comes off as meek, but he's not.
He can come off as meek, and I think it's it's like sometimes I feel like it's by design.
Yep.
But he's not. Yeah. He has an iron will. Like,
yep.
That other thing that
he describes himself as a reed, though. I think he has an iron will, but he also says that he can bend. He describes himself. He called himself fickle as a reed. Like, he can bend one way or the other. I think he adapts to what people need from him.
Don't you think it's like really interesting? Like in the solo era, we've seen all of them. Well, some of them. We were so used to see the darker side of Yoongi, and we got a glimpse of the darker side of J-Hope with Jack in the Box, which like when it dropped. But for some of them, we had to wait until they were in the military so they could see that darker side. And by that, I mean like RPWP came out during the military and FACE like right before the military. So I feel that some of them have decided to like say, well, we might appear so light when we're together, but we still personally have a darker side that we want to show as well in our work. And that's what happened with FACE. But it's really kind of funny because like we always talk about Jimin being an angel, but also a devil. He can be a devil. I mean, like, see Filter, look at Filter. And he's like showing us also that duality of like, I'm a conflicted human being, but I can also have fun. When you see some of the songs in Muse, the funny thing with Muse for me is it's kind of the Jimin that I'm used to seeing before FACE, but in a mature, I went through the thing and now I'm out and I'm more of a grown-up version of that person that from BTS. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It does. Even musically, it's as if you had to go through FACE to become the Jimin in Muse.
Yeah.
In a way.
I find it fascinating because they honestly weren't written that far apart.
No, they were basically back to back.
Yeah, they were basically written back to back. So, and he hadn't gone through the military before he wrote it.
Right.
And so it's fascinating. I feel like he was going through all these emotions. It was almost like he was pre-experienced. I mean, obviously the pandemic, we know that influenced FACE a lot. And and then him coming out on the other side of that album.
Right.
And
Well, he literally had to do what RM had to do. I mean, they both had to take the same journey to a certain extent, right? Like they each had to deal with that shit and be fully honest with themselves, and they chose to do it musically. I think RM had done it a little bit, like little pieces of it. They didn't fully do it right into RPWP, and then I think Jimin had to, even little our sweet little angel on earth, Jimin fights this dark side and the shadow, right, self. And I think they all know, I think they have to kind of get that shit out. And what's a better time to do it than before you're getting ready to go do the military service, and they're going to make you deal with your shit hardcore, right? So I think it just all worked beautifully, but they both did it, and they did it so differently, but they needed to take the same journey to a certain extent, I think.
And maybe this transitions into what Doc wanted to talk about next, but I think it's very telling that coming out of FACE, the first track on Muse is titled Rebirth.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, he took a very, very distinctual narrative through Muse. So like, FACE had a very distinct narrative. It was very dark. It was a lot of things, emotional things he was going through, and then it ended on a higher note with this Set Me Free Part 2. But the way he did Muse was brilliantly executed, because that Rebirth intro starts very dark feeling. It's a very like it perfectly transitions the mood from FACE into what the rest of Muse would be. And I thought it was a brilliant way to open this particular album with. And then he just flows through it. He turns into like the more cheerful Smile Nagari marching band, and then the more, passionate slow dance, and the more, the sexy Be Mine, and then into Who, which is like a longing, a hope for the future. And so like the question is, how did that transition feel to you? Like, how did that impact you, the way he transitioned this album?
It's beautiful. I think it's how we all would want to wake up and feel after a long bad dream. I think we would all want to wake up and feel that sun on our face, and like know that we could head into something better and more, and it's like a discovery. It's like a discovery. It must be what successful therapy feels like.
It feels okay. I'm gonna say something that is absolutely ridiculous. Bear with me. It's like waking up after taking one of those magical hangover medicines from convenience stores in Korea. You wake up and you don't have a hangover. I was thinking like crazy. It's like the perfect like song that is like, oh my God, this guy's gonna wake up with the worst hangover in the world. And instead of waking up with the worst hangover in the world, here comes Muse. And it's not a hangover.
It's not a hangover, it's that.
It's that. Man, hangover medicines in South Korea are truly magical.
Yeah.
Well, I think he also shows through it that, like with Who, for example, like, and I talked about this a little bit with Minnie Moni, that he can still be in that same sort of mentality of searching for something, but not in such a dark place while searching. Like, right, you can be both. You can be searching for something and kind of be in shadow and dark and lost, and you can be in a place of searching and longing and be hopeful, right? And be so. I mean, I think he shows both, which is it's a gift, really, to see that you can still be really unsure, but come at it from a different point of view, and I think it just has a different power to it.
100%.
Somebody is saying in the comments that it looks like both because they wrote both albums at the same time, maybe he was like writing all the songs together. And that's also a feeling. Somebody's saying it in the comments, but that's also a feeling that I got.
No, he said
when the two albums came out, I was like, he wrote this really positive songs and this really kind of dark songs, and basically thematically they decided to divide them into albums.
I kind of joked that I feel like he was trying to write a full-length album, and at some point they were like, no, there's a clear divide here. And I think they put some things on the back burner, and they were like, we got to get this out first, because this all needs to happen. And that's what FACE became. And MUSE then became something different.
Yeah, because he did say he wrote them at basically the same time. It was the same song.
He started at that
It lasted
song
for like a year.
That song camp happened right before. It was like May of 2022 is when he started working on his album. He had a songwriting camp in May of 2022, and that's when it started. And so he was working on it for a long time. I agree. I think that they just realized that they were writing two completely different albums.
Yeah, because he said that he wrote MUSE at the same time or during the same song camp as he wrote FACE. So.
But then, like,
I
stopped.
agree, though. I think
put it away for a while, and then came
and
back
then he said it, and then So I think they were getting to a point where they were getting these two very distinct album sounds, and so they thought, okay, let's stop, let's put this out, and then let's revisit this other sound.
And there was something else he said during Steph. You brought up Mini Moni. There was something else he said. There was some songs that got cut from MUSE, and one of them, I'm trying to remember, there was one he named specifically, and it was like the dumbest sounding name.
Yeah, it had a
Andrew laughed at him, and I can't remember what it was called, and Dominique was like, oh, and Jimin was like, yeah, that was a song that I wrote, but we decided not to put it on the album. And Dominique was like, yeah, that was a good decision.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Because if you titled the song that, there's probably not a great song.
I remember it. Go back and look
Hold
at
on,
it.
I'm searching.
Although in that Mini Moni, one of the things I thought was really poignant is, like, while they were listening to the Rebirth intro, RM said that this one song is better than the entire FACE album. And those of us watching it were like, audacity. And then Jimin was like, he preened up and he's like, that means I'm growing.
Yeah, he was like, oh, that means I'm getting better. But it was like he said, he liked Rebirth.
Sorry, I'm just mesmerized by Jimin just walking down the street. That's all.
I mean, that's fair.
Really
That's
what it is.
Walking down the street.
Beauty is unreasonable.
He's just walking down the street.
Know that Closer Than This was going to end on MUSE, because we just thought it was something that he dropped to devastate us a couple of weeks after he went into the military. We were like, sure, just rip our hearts out again. That's fine. No,
Yeah.
oh no, you
And
didn't
then
put it on your album too, so we
and
listened to it again. Cool.
Yeah.
But we were like, why did he
So
dye? He dyed his hair blonde just for this one thing. No, friends.
true.
He had done it for all of MUSE. We just didn't know
This
it
was
yet.
another part of our crash out when we were postulating that another album was coming. Was like, why did he dye his hair for the one music video? Why did he do that? That doesn't even make sense. And then it was not. It was for the whole thing.
Well, and then later we found out that footage wasn't even filmed when he was doing the stuff for MUSE. It had been filmed earlier. That footage had been filmed at another time, which, egg on my face. So it didn't even matter. Whatever. Fine. Cool. BTS.
You know what? I think it says a lot about our inability to catch these nuances prior to creating this project, when we, basically delved into Bangtan history to a degree that most normal people don't. And now we're like, no, that is definitely a thing. That is a clue. That is a hint for sure. We got the red lines on the whiteboard behind us at all times, and we're like, no, because in this era, in this music video, they did this, and they said this in this interview, and then this happened, so this definitely means something. So I feel like we would have probably caught on to it a lot earlier. Had we been a project back in 2023, we'd have been like, oh, no, this definitely, there's a thing happening.
See what happened was.
What happened was, but yeah. So and then that album just hit. It was. He wasn't even fucking present for promotions for this album. He was in the military. He was not there for any promotions. He didn't go on like the music shows and all the usual things. And yet, who became a massive freaking hit? It debuted at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it broke longevity records for Korean artists on that chart. What was our final tally? It was like 33 weeks or something it spent on the Hot 100.
I just remember Katie having to say it several times. Several times.
Yeah. It
Several
would make
times.
34. I don't. It beat Psy, and then it beat BTS, or it beat BTS, and it beat Psy for the longest running song on the Billboard Hot 100. I just remember that, and I think it was 34 weeks, but I could be wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, it was precious. It was precious. I thought it was cute how he closed both of his solo albums with like love letters to Army,
Yeah,
like bonus stuff.
very peak Jimin.
Bonus stuff.
Peak Jimin.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to play a few games? Do we have time?
Sure. I mean, we probably have time for at least
10
one.
minutes. We got 10 minutes. It's one game. I just have lots of questions for it, but we'll get however many we want to get in the next
Okay.
10 minutes. Okay.
We love a game here.
This is called Two Truths and One Lie, Park Jimin edition.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. So I'm going to state two truths and a lie, and you got to tell me which one is the lie. Okay.
All right.
So number one, A, he was the final member to be added to the official BTS lineup. B, he was scouted by a big hit agent after a street dance performance in Busan. Or C, he had the shortest training period of all the members, lasting 6 months. Which one's the lie? Which one's the lie?
Two.
아래모스도 챕터
Fuck.
See, you said lie, and now my brain is out in a lie.
I mean,
That's where I am.
Yeah, everybody's got it.
I know.
The lie is him being scouted because he did.
Yeah.
If you were paying attention earlier in this live, he auditioned.
Yeah, I was paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna skip one. All right. Which one is the lie? The pre-release track for FACE was Set Me Free Part 2. B, the music video for Set Me Free Part 2 was filmed in his hometown of Busan. Or C, the title FACE has a dual meaning representing both a noun and a verb. Which one do
I
you
like
think?
the comments. I like that they're answering.
I'm just.
All right,
the comments.
everybody's voting B, which is true. I mean, it is the lie. You're correct. B is the lie. The music video was filmed in the U.S. and possibly Dubai.
And
All right.
And or.
And possibly. So, like, they weren't sure. There was some conversations on whether or not it was filmed in U.S. using a Dubai set, or if part of it was also in Dubai. So there was unconfirmation on that one. All right, there's another one. His solo song from Map of the Soul 7 is titled Inner Child. His solo song from the Wings album is titled Lie. His solo song from Love Yourself, Her is titled Serendipity. Which one is the lie? Ooh. You guys are very good at this game. You guys are very good at this game. So his title, Inner Child, is V's solo song.
the way I
Jimin's
almost
solo.
screamed when I was like, wait, no, that's me. I was like, that's
Like,
wrong.
no.
Inner Child is V's solo song. Jimin's solo on that album was Filter.
Inner
All right.
Child is my favorite Tay song.
Oh.
All right, which one of these is the lie? A, he performed Filter live for the first time during the one concert. B, he performed Promise live during the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. C, he performed Serendipity live during the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. Which one?
By the way, I found the title while we wait. The title of the ridiculous song that didn't make Muse was "Would You Like a Drink?"
I thought it was about drinking. I just couldn't. Yeah.
Would you like a drink? Anyway.
And Namjoon was like, "Funny that you left that off."
Yeah. If he ever goes country like Jen did, he can make that a country song.
But then Jungkook was like, "No, I think you've got something there. What about Shot Glass Full of Tears?"
Yep. I like where you were going with that.
The chat nailed it. The lie was B. He hasn't actually performed Promise on a tour.
He has never performed.
Nope.
Yeah, he hasn't done it live. He hasn't performed.
He's
Promise.
like kind of sung it a little bit.
He's
during
done
live.
clips.
Yeah, he's sung little bits of it during lives and stuff like that, but he hasn't performed. I would love to see him perform that song.
All right. This one's going to be easy. You guys are totally going to get this one. He's a global ambassador for Dior. He sang the official song with you for the drama Our Blues with his friend Ha Sung-woon. And he was the first member of BTS to release a solo song on SoundCloud. Which one's the lie? I love how Lisa is just so casually trying to throw that C on her cheek. The lie is, in fact, C. Fun fact. V. V was the first member to release a solo song, Scenery, on SoundCloud. Jimin's Promise came later. So V did it first.
Tay.
All right.
Tay.
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 All right. Which of the following is the lie? The song Smeraldo Garden Marching Band connects to the BTS HYY-H universe. Jimin used the fictional Smeralda flower to symbolize revealing hidden feelings. Or the song features a rap verse from Lauv.
Quince is biting her tongue so hard.
They're pretty easy for you guys. The chat's nailing them.
She's like, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk.
Which one's the lie? Which one's
I have an unfair advantage because I had to like steep myself in this shit.
Oh, the chat is mixed on this one.
It is. But the majority
But
seems
the
to
majority, the majority is correct. The lie is C because that song features the rapper Loco, not Lauv. Lauv did a feature with RM.
Yes, and BTS the vocal on
And
did
BTS.
a feature on one of Lauv's songs.
Yes. All right. Do we want to do one more? We're got
One more.
All right.
Good.
All right. A, Who became the longest charting song by Korean artists on the Billboard Hot 100. B, the choreography for Who was created by the same choreographer who did Filter. And C, with Who, Jimin surpassed the longevity record previously held by Psy's Gangnam Style.
Ooh, this one's a little harder.
When's the lie? No, I thought I'd spice
Little
it up
harder.
at the end. Anybody? The chat got mixed, but the majority are correct. The lie is B because the choreographer for Jimin's song "Who" was Tobias Allenheimer, who also and he also worked with other dancers on the project, and the performance
And Jimin
director
himself
Yoon Sung-un was also involved with the dance challenge choreography for the song, and Jimin was part of the choreography team. So that was the lie. It's a fun one. All right.
Yes.
Shall we go into reminders? This was fun. I enjoyed the game.
I love walking through a quick history of Jimin.
Quick history.
Quick history of Jimin.
Oh, now that he's 30. 30.
I know.
He's
I
in the
know.
I
He's
saw-
30 now.
I saw a tweet
he's
that was like, how does it
30.
feel that the first member of the Macne line entered their 30s? And I was like, you shut your mouth.
It
First of
feels
all.
great. It
Feels
feels
great,
great
Feels
because
fine.
all these
It's
people,
fine.
all these people with all their bullshit ageism can fuck off.
Yeah.
Exactly. It feels fine.
The Macne
He's
line has
fine.
entered the 30s.
Age is just a number, people.
In 2 months, Taehyung will join him, and then Jungkook will lord over them for the next.
He already
Yes, he
started.
will.
He already started because for the first time in BTS history on his birthday live, he had the correct international age. He's like, I'm 28, which is not yet 30. And we were like, he's already fucking with the rest of them. He's already doing it. He's
waiting.
ain't even turned 30 yet, but he's like already on it. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
not my 30s, friends.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I still remember.
That's fantastic.
I remember back when he was ragging on Jin when Jin turned 26, and Jungkook was for being old, and Jin was like, "You're gonna be 26 one day," and Jungkook was like, "Yes, but when I'll be 26, you'll still be older than me."
It's the joy of being the Maknae, man. Never gonna be the oldest when you're the Maknae. Listen, my
that's
entire life, my entire fucking life, I have appreciated having an older brother because he always reaches those milestones first. He's always 40 first, and he tries to lord it back, and it doesn't work as strongly. It's like, nah, you're the old one amongst us. Which is, it never works in reverse. So I've always enjoyed having an older brother.
Yeah. Hey, two things, by the way. If you enjoyed all the pictures, videos that I was showing, those are all in the blog. Hit up the blog for Jimin. If you want to see all of that stuff in, like Quince said, chronological order with all of her thoughts and feelings about what you're seeing in there. And then
AP529.com/link.
Yep. And then we also, on our YouTube channel, we have a playlist where we did 7 different birthday compilations for each member. And you can check out Jimin's birthday compilation where we took the highlights of all the birthday compilations that they've ever done for him. And birthday lives and tweets and things like that, screenshots, and put them all in one video for you to see. So that's a fun one too if you want to check
Just
that out.
watched it. I'm going to go a little out of order, but we were about to go into reminders anyway. So we were talking, in our Discord, we have watch parties all the time. Come and join our Discord. But I host one every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And this past Thursday, I did a Jimin celebration. We had a celebration of Jimin where we watched all things Jimin, performances, interviews, cute stuff, dance challenges, stuff like that. We watched a bunch of stuff, and one of the things we watched was the Jimin birthday compilation. We watched Namjoon's for his birthday. I didn't have the idea before Namjoon, or else we would have watched Jungkook's, but I was like, I don't know where my brain was then. But we watched his concert instead. But we watched the birthday compilation, and everybody really loved it. And I had said, this is on our YouTube, and a couple people were like, "Who made this? This is really well done." So a lot of people don't know that we did them. So yeah, you should really check them out. And Ribbon went through all of the lives. Our mod Ribbon went through all of their birthday lives and picked out like key moments. And some of the videos were put together mostly by Christina. Some of them were put together by Leslie, but we all kind of had a hand in editing them. So it was truly a labor of love. But yeah, come in. Yep. We watch this kind of stuff. We have watch parties in our Discord all the time. Even some hosted by our volunteers. We have lots of fun clubs and things going on. People are always in the lounges, hanging out, chit-chatting with each other. Tons of fun. And then, and just in the member channels, sharing pictures and gifts and laughing and kikiing. And one of them goes live. We try to go into the streaming lounge and stream it and watch it together because it's more fun.
Do you think we'll get a live tonight?
It's
I'm crossing my
morning.
fingers.
Like what, 11:30 a.m. there? So
Yeah,
it
it's
could
like it's 11:30 a.m. on his birthday there. So I would say Jimin is more of
chances
a
are
night owl. So we might get one like early. We might get one tomorrow morning
Tomorrow morning.
if he's gonna do it. But who knows? He could surprise us.
You know what, Jimin? Make us redo that birthday compilation.
That's exactly right.
And add
Ah.
your new birthday live for this year to the birthday compilation.
Yep.
Make us
And
do
we'll
it.
get him with his natural hair color.
That's right.
Yep, he's still blonde right now.
That's right. That's right.
Hopefully he will. If not, he'll at least do a post because he always does something for his birthday.
Yeah.
But
And Jin will comment on it.
Jin will comment.
Yeah.
Probably gave him another little change purse of money.
I love that. I love the birthday compilation where he has the ribbon on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Georgie, they're on our YouTube page, and we're Army Project 529 on YouTube. There's a playlist called BTS member birthday compilations, I believe it is. So they're easy to find. You can and make sure you're subscribed to our channel while you're there.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah, if you're in the Discord, and we hope you are, and you would like to keep up on all the latest updates, goals, everything from Kim Namjoon's internet about streaming, charting, and voting, that's the name of the channel, Streaming, Charting, Voting. So come hang out there. We share playlists, we share voting guides, all that good stuff. And since we are going to be ramping up for a comeback, which I think this is so cool because there's a lot of baby ARMY that this is going to be their first BTS comeback experience, which is going to be awesome. So in the Discord for streaming, charting, and voting, you can keep up with all the latest things and how-tos that'll become really important when we are trying to shatter records, and we will for this next BTS comeback. So yeah, join us in there.
Gearing up, man. All right, for those of you who are new to us or have been with us for a while, we go live twice a week on Sundays. This was our surprise Sunday deep dive topic. And our next live will be on Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday here on TikTok for our midweek tea, where we bring you member news and Bora news from the week. And we also bring you any shenanigans that took place out on Kim Namjoon's internet. And so you're going to want to join us here on TikTok at Army Project 529 at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. So our next live will be October 15th. I can't believe we're already halfway through October, but here the fuck we are. I know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I mean, if you think about it, the album is previewed for next spring. Spring starts March 21st. We're like less than half a year away.
Already.
No, we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
All right,
Yeah.
we're not.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe I'll be over my jet lag by then.
Maybe. No promises.
All right.
I know.
No. Thank you guys for joining us. We are so happy to have Steph and Patricia back. And we can't wait to hear more about their journeys. I have no idea who the fuck is hosting next Sunday. None of us listen.
It says Steph / Patricia
makes
question
things.
mark.
Katie makes
They're like,
things.
welcome back, bitches. Here, take it back.
No, it quite literally. Listen, I opened it up, and nobody's listed for this Wednesday. Nobody's name is there. But next Sunday,
We'll
says
figure it
Steph
out. You know what? We'll figure it
Patricia
out.
question mark.
We'll figure it out.
We'll throw the dart at the board. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll be
But
great.
we as always are so happy when you guys choose to spend your time with us, because we know that there's a lot of other things that you could be watching, and it always means a great deal that you want to come and hang out and watch our shit show and converse with us and just have a good time enjoying BTS. So make sure you join us on Wednesday back here on TikTok, and then next Sunday we should be back on YouTube. But we'll let you know if not.
We sure will. Happy birthday, Jimin.
Yep. Happy birthday,
Happy
Jimmy.
We love you guys.
Happy birthday.
I love you.
What a hey, we love you.